I believe Chongyun's a lot better than a lot of people give him credit for. Here's why. Okay, so as you can see, I've spent a lot of time with this character by looking at the level and looking at my friendship level, for example. So I'm just going to go ahead and go over the way I have my character built right now with the resources that I have that generate the results I dish out as a DPS. And yes, I am using Chongyun as a main DPS. Go ahead and roast me in the comments below, because everyone wants to say that Chongyun's a support DPS, but I don't care. Since he's one of my favorite characters in the game, I really wanted to make him my carry for my team and my team comp. So that's exactly what I did. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So immediately right here, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the details. At the moment, I have my Chongyun at crit rate 41, crit damage at 161, and elemental recharge at 138. Now, if you play this game as much as I do, god rolling is super important when it comes to your artifacts, so that's all I've been doing. And before we get to the artifacts, let's go ahead and go over the weapon. Now, right now, I know a lot of people use the sacrificial greatsword for Chongyun, but I feel like that works better for Chongyun as a support DPS. Since I'm focusing more on the main DPS aspect, I went ahead and used the Serpent Spine, which is a very good and free-to-play friendly weapon choice. As much as I would love to have a gravestone, a wolf's gravestone, I'm not made out of money. The main reason why I chose Serpent Spine is because it's got a pretty good base attack. The most important part is the fact that it has crit rate built into its kit. Since we're focused on most of our crit damage in the artifact set, every 4 seconds a character is on the field, they will deal 6% more damage and take 3% more damage. This effect has a maximum of 5 stacks and will not be reset if the character leaves the field, but will reduce by 1 stack when the character takes damage. Now, some people may not understand the way the whole thing stacks, but that percentage number right there is going to stack for each of the weapon symbols that you see around the character. So if you take a look at my character right now, I have 5 swords floating around me. That means I have 5 stacks of that percent damage that I'm going to be dishing out, which is pretty damn good. You just got to make sure you're good at dodging, which you should be fine. But yeah, I think this is a great alternative if you're free to play, or if you're just, spending money on the battle pass. This is an amazing weapon, especially with the new artifact set that I am going to show you right now. Thank God for Dragon Spine and this new artifact set for cryo characters. Let's hear it for the one time. It is amazing. 2-piece bonus, cryo damage bonus 15%. That is already amazing, especially because Chongyun's elemental skill turns all of his attacks into cryo damage. 4-piece bonus. When a character attacks an opponent affected by cryo, their crit rate is increased by 20%. If the opponent is frozen, crit rate is increased by an additional 20%. Now, to utilize that extra 20%, you definitely want to make sure you have a hydro character on your team. Good example would be Xingqiu, or you could use Mona if you've pulled Mona. Very good supports. For my flower right now, again, you want to focus, if you're using them as a main DPS, you want to focus on crit rate, crit damage, and attack percentage especially. So, got a pretty good flower right here. Crit rate, crit damage. It's also got the attack percent. Very good. That's definitely a god roll. Flower, again, I was lucky enough for my crit damage to be at a 20%, which is definitely amazing. Hourglass, you want to focus on attack percentage if you're using them as a main DPS, of course. And then I actually got this one recently, and I immediately leveled it up to 20. Crit rate, crit damage, elemental recharge. Beautiful. You're also going to want to make sure that you have a cryo damage bonus goblet for your artifact as well. It's very important since you're dealing so much cryo damage. My substats aren't the best, but hopefully I'll get a better one. And then last but not least, you definitely want to get a crit damage helmet, hat, whatever the hell you want to call it. Again, my substats are pretty trash, but that crit damage is everything. You want crit damage because your artifact set gives you buffed crit rate. Another good thing to keep in mind is if you have another cryo character on your team, you get an additional, I think it's 15%. I believe it's 15% crit rate. Now at the moment I have Chongyun at Constellation 4. There's a new event coming out that's going to give me a free Chongyun, so I'm definitely going to take advantage of that to get him to Constellation 5 and hopefully get him to Constellation 6. But even without the constellations, or even just having the first constellation, is a great one for Chongyun, because at the end of his attack, his normal attack combo, his last attack deals It shoots out these 3 ice blades that deal 50% of Chongyun's attack as cryo damage, which is phenomenal. And at the moment, I have my normal attack Demon Bane at 9, Spirit Blade at 6, and my Cloud Parting Star at 10. It's at 10 because of the constellation, but if you're building him as a main DPS, you definitely want to make sure his normal attack is hitting hard, and then I guess the next thing you could focus on would be his ultimate, because his ultimate can deal a lot of damage for your team. But yeah, so that's how I have my Chongyun set up right now at the moment. Hopefully gonna get some better artifacts that kind of make him even stronger. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a couple clips of the damage he can do. I hope you enjoy. Hello everyone, I want to sincerely welcome you to the Nobu family. I see you and I appreciate you. I hope you'll stick around. I'm going to be playing a lot of video games on this channel, and I'm also going to be showing you guys music done by yours truly. So if that's something you might be interested in, make sure to hit subscribe down below and make sure to follow your boy on social media. But most importantly, enjoy.